What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a deck profile for the late BT11 format. We have UlforceVeedramon. I've really been enjoying my Blue Flare deck, but I decided I wanted to put it away and try something else, which I thought was very comfortable, easy, and fun to play in both the regionals and the Ulti Cup format. So I went with UlforceVeedramon. It's got new support coming in BT12, and I'm really interested in playing it. I'm really having a fun time with this deck. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. And hey, if you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to drop a comment below. Tell us what you think, what you like, would like to see. Without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. We have 4 Wanamon. It's just the best blue baby, I think, right now, if you're playing any sort of deck with multiple tamers. You just got to have a blue tamer in play. When attacking, draw 1. I think it's better than Upamon right now. And I think it's just the best blue baby. One of the best ones we have. For the rookies, we have the new BT11 Veedramon. On play, real top 3. Add a Veedramon name and a blue tamer card among them to your hand. Place this and place the rest at the bottom of the deck. And then inheritable, when you play a blue tamer, gain a memory. So really good memory gain, searching, just really good. Gets your arenas to your hand, which are really important because you need your tamers. You honestly don't want to bottom deck them. There's a few cards that bottom deck your tamers in this, and you really don't want to bottom deck arena. You have 4 of the EX1 Veedramon, which is just when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during the main phase, gain 1 memory. So you want to see this guy in your stack. He's your stack guy. 2 of the Veedramons from the starter deck 8, the one that lets you warp Digivolve if your opponent has a level 6 or higher in play into Ulforce for a cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. So it helps you get around late game if your opponent wipes your board, and allows you to fight back a little bit. So that's good. And then it also has inheritable when attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. So it helps you early game get all that draw power and get all your combo pieces in your hand. 2 Monoki Betas. What can I say? A lot of blue decks run this. They're just there for that, to help block your opponent with that memory gain, which can be really, really good. So just 12 rookies. 12 rookies. So all you need. I don't think you need more. Most of the time it works out. Level 4s, we have 4 of the new Veedramon. Your turn once per turn when you play a blue tamer, draw 1, and then inheritable your turn once per turn when you play a blue tamer, gain 1 memory. So you get the memory gain and the draw from him, so it's really good. We're playing 3 of the EX2 Leomon, the one that while you have a tamer in play, it gains blocker, and then on deletion, you gain 2 memory and draw 1 card. So he's there as a sacrificial body there. On your opponent's turn, they go to attack your security. You just block with him. You can potentially end their turn early, and you got that draw power there. So it's really good. And even then, if he's on the board, you can sacrifice him into a security and still gain that 2 memory, draw 1, which can be really clutch. I think this is the best way I like playing the deck. I tried the EX1 Gabumons. I just don't really like them. The inheritable effect seems kind of slow and just not as good to me. So this is the way I like to play the deck. And then we have 1 Veedramon 0. He's not really there for the when attacking ability. It's his inheritable when attacking. You may place 3 non-Digi-Egg cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order to activate draw 1. So that's really cool. Because it's another draw engine for the deck, so it's mostly there for the inheritable, because again, you don't want to use his other ability because it trashes 3 cards in your hand, and you don't want to trash your arenas. So that's, he's there for that. And then the last 2 is 2 Kumamon, because hybrid for game is really good, especially in a deck where you play 15 tamers in this deck. So hybrid for game is really good. I like him better than Lobo just because he source strips inheritable effects, and I feel like you're not worried about your DP when you're hybriding for game. Like if they have a blocker, you're just not worried. It's 1k different. It's like 5k versus 4k. But like the source stripping could come in handy if you have to play him early game because you brick or have a bad hand. So yeah, so there's that. And then for our level 5s, we have UlforceVeedramon from the BT11, 4 copies. Main, once per turn, by suspending this Digimon, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add all blue tamers among them to your hand. Place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. And then inheritable, when attacking, once per turn, activate one of your Rina Shinomiya's on-play effects. Really, really good. She has amazing abilities, so just being able to attack and then use her on-play abilities multiple times is really good. And then you play 4 of the starter deck, UlforceVeedramon, which is jamming, which is really good. And then when you have 8 or more cards inheritable, this Digimon gains security attack +1. So he gives extra checks to your Ulforce, and your Ulforce is unsuspending a lot. So it's really good because you can take him and attack with him. You don't have to worry about dying because he's got the jamming. Go into Ulforce, unsuspend, and then have the security attack +1. So he's the best guy. He's the one you want to see in your stack. But this guy's really good too. So just the 8 of those for ultimates. And then for your megas, just 4 Ulforce. Really great card. When Digivolving, you may play a blue tamer from your hand without paying its cost. So free tamer play. Your turn, when you play a blue tamer, unsuspend this Digimon. That is not once per turn. That's just your turn. So multiple times. When you play a blue tamer, unsuspend this Digimon. Your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand. For every blue tamer you have in play, add 1 to the maximum this Digimon can choose with this effect. So you just need 4 blue tamers, and you can bounce a level 7. And because of his ability, you can... Because of his ability, you can play multiple blue tamers per turn. It's nuts. And it just gets better with Rinas. So you have to play 4 of him. Really great. Now that's it for the monsters. Onto the tamers. We have 4 Rina Shinomiya from BT11. It was one of the secrets. On play, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon with V or Veedramon in its name gains blocker and evade. Really, really good. All turns, when one of your Digimon with Veedramon in its name becomes suspended, by suspending this tamer, you may activate one of that Digimon's when Digivolving effects. So when you unsuspend the Veedramon by playing her, you can then attack and then do that to do his when Digivolving effect and play another blue tamer, then unsuspending him again, and you can just keep the shenanigans going. And then your turn, once per turn, when one of your blue Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain 1 memory. So it's just memory gain up the wazoo. You're making this guy cost nothing because you have so much good memory gain in this deck. Excuse me. That you're just like, it's whatever. It's a 4 cost, but it's like it'll be like a 1 cost by the time you're done with all your cool cards. And she's only a 3 cost. That's amazing too. So you gotta play 4 of her. She's just so clutch. Tai Kamiya V Tamer. One of the first promos. Just a really good low-cost blue tamer that you can play early on in the game, and he gets you 2 good abilities. If you have a Digimon with Veedramon in its name during your main phase, you may suspend this tamer to activate one of the following effects. So you can trigger draw 1, or one of your Digimon gets 1,000 DP for the turn. So that's really, really good. The draw 1 is good for early game, getting all your combo pieces. And then late game, 1,000 DP will work really good with your other UlforceVeedramon, the one that doesn't have jamming, and it'll even buff your UlforceVeedramon as well. So just really good for that attacking with your level 5, playing your level 6, and then unsuspending, which is really, really good. And then you can use multiple of these to stack, so that's really, really good. Jerry Kato, so you're playing the Leomon, so you play 3 of her. It's a really good opening move, I find. If you open your, start your stack and then play her to play a Leomon. Now you got a blue tamer on the field automatically for 4, but it makes your Leomon cost 4. And then you have that ability to block your opponent. And when your opponent attacks, you can draw 1. You spend this tamer to draw 1 whenever your opponent attacks on their turn. So it gets you that extra draw, plus you get a draw off Leomon, plus you get 2 memory and can end your opponent's turn. So that's really good. 3 Davis, your memory tamer, he searches, real top 3, search a blue. You're never going to get the green, obviously. But he is bad because he can bottom deck your Rinas, and that's bad. But you kind of need a memory tamer. It's part of the consistency. You need the tamer, so you just got to play him and just really hope you don't bottom deck your arenas. Last tamer is one BT2 Rina Shinomiya. When one of your blue tamer or one of your blue Digimon attacks, you may suspend this tamer to give that Digimon 1000 DP for the turn. On play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with V in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck. So she can also bottom deck your arenas, but you only play one of her, so it's not going to happen as much. And she does give you consistency in the form of DP boost, another blue tamer, and the reveal on the top deck. Plus, you can activate her with that inheritable from the UlforceVeedramon from BT11. You can activate her on play effect multiple times. We are only playing one, and I do have an EP4 version coming, so I can maintain the hollowness of this deck. Yeah, so that's it for the tamers. 15 tamers, a lot of tamers, but they're just amazing and really good, and you never feel bad about playing them, and you play a lot for free. Last card is Ice Wall. I don't have to say much about that. It's at 1 for a reason. Stuns your opponent. Really good card. So that's it for the deck. Tell me what you guys think, what you guys would do differently. I'm really excited for BT12 to come out because we have UlforceVeedramon X-Antibody coming out, and it's going to be really cool for the deck. I think this deck's going to do really good in the next format. I haven't really noticed any other support cards for it. I haven't paid much attention to the Vmon in that set because it seems like it might be geared towards Imperial Dramon. Also the Davis, I don't know if it's going to be good as it is a blue tamer. I haven't really looked into that. I definitely have looked into the Ulforce X antibody, so I don't know if you're going to be playing X antibody in this deck because it's the only X antibody card. You don't have any, you know, Veedramon or UlforceVeedramon X antibodies or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to see what is going to be good and how much the deck's going to change. It might only change by a few cards, but it's already strong as it is, and I think the addition of X Antibody will make it stronger. So I'm excited for that, and this is a deck I'm going to play into the BT12 format, so you guys will see an updated deck profile after the start of BT12. But I wanted to get this in because I think it's been really good in the Ulti Cup format. It is a regional and Ulti Cup format ready deck without any changes, and you don't need to make many changes other than preference, and most of the changes you make will probably be blue cards anyways. So I mean, it's really good in both formats, and I really think it is a fun, interesting deck. It's my first time actually playing Ulforce, and I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's really cool. So, you know, tell me what you think, what you guys would change about it. Are you excited for BT12 and Ulforce X Antibody? Do you think this is going to be a good deck for both formats, or just maybe one, or are you going to take it to a Ulti Cup in the future? Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. That's all for now, folks.